and you use .NetFiddle, and you come in and you've got an account, make sure you're signed in. Super easy to create an account. You just sign up, and then I just simply used my Gmail, my NMC Gmail, and the account was created. So when you come in here, you are going to click on New. And then you want to just double check. This should be a C# console project. We're using .NET 6. Okay, and that's pretty much what you have to have set up. And you will notice right away that they give you a program skeleton, which is kind of nice because that way you don't have to type all of that. And I'm going to go ahead and save it right away so I don't forget. And I'm going to call this lesson 3 example. And what you guys are going to be calling it, you know, the first one that you do, it's going to be lesson 3 program 1. I'm going to save it. And for this one, using system, I have to have that because I am going to use a console method, and that is in the system namespace. And I am going to change the class, and I'm just going to call it my low score. And then we also wanted a namespace here. So I'm going to put the class inside a namespace. I think I'll call it my scores. And we need an opening curly brace. And then after the class, we need a closing curly brace. All right, so I've got the namespace, I've got my class, and it automatically created my main method. And the indentation is a little off, so I can actually hit tidy up, which is kind of nice because it will fix it for me. Now, inside main, I'm going to declare a couple of variables. They're integers. And this is a little different from your requirement because I don't want to actually show you the answer. So I'm going to just call it, say, integer high score. And let me see, I'll set that to 80. Integer low score. Set that to 36. And integer high score. Actually, I'll just call it score. I will set that to 55. All right, so you only have to create 2 integer variables, score and average score. So I've created 3. And then what you need to do is create an if else. And so I'm going to do if high score is less than score. That would not be good. I would not have had a very good golf day if that was true. We'll do a console, right line. Better luck next time. Bad day at golf. And then I'm not going to do, let's see, high score is less than score. Let's see, I'll do another if. If low score is less than score. Actually, we'll do it this way. Score is less than low score. that's the case, I had a great day. I'm going to want to do more than one thing, right? I'm going to want to set my low score equal to my score, because now I have a new low score. And great game. Fancy. New low score of. You can see it's actually showing me my syntax errors, which is kind of nice. All right, so I'm checking the high score. I'm checking to see if the score is less than the low score. And I think that's all I'm going to check. Because otherwise I had kind of a mediocre day. And actually, I would probably throw this into a nested if else. You guys are not going to have to do that. You're just going to have to do a regular if else. We've got if, else, if, else, console.writeLine. All right. So we're going to go ahead and run it. And let's try, so when you do this, you have to test different occurrences, right? So let's try a terrible day. And let's try a great day. Okay, so that is working for everything. Tidy this up. So what you guys are going to have to do on yours, you do not need to do the nested if else. You only need something like that. You need an if and an else. Okay, so that is what you need in your code. And with the if else, you only need the curly braces if you're going to do more than one line of code. There's more than one executable statement, you need a curly brace. Otherwise, you don't. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to save my example. Okay, so that is how you use .NETFiddle. Pretty darned easy. And all you really need to turn in is just a little screenshot of your code that you wrote and your output. And what I do for that is I use this little snip and sketch tool that's built into Windows. So if you do a search on this, okay, so we have a little snipping tool here, and you can open it. Hopefully it'll open quickly. And you hit new. And then pretty soon your screen will dim. This is taking a while, I think, because I have Zoom running. And then you're just going to want to drag over the code in the output. That selects it and it puts it into the little snip window. And once you got this in the snip window, you can actually save it as a graphic file. And then once you save this as a graphic file, and I would call it lesson 3, program 1. And so this is my lesson 3 example. You're going to say lesson 3, program 1. You throw it into a folder where you know you can find it. Hit save. And then you can just submit that to the Dropbox.